Hi everyone, this is Crafty Decoria, and today I will be sharing how I make my standing shelf or farmhouse lantern. Now this lantern does not have much glass to it, but it is open in the front, and I just love how this turns out. So for this, I will be using two 5x7 photo frames. I'm using this one in particular. I absolutely love this frame and I'm always on the lookout for it. It is silver, but then it has lines all the way through. It's not really focusing, but I will be using two of these. I also have three of the red love signs that look like the wood boards. And I will be using three of these wooden, or it's like a press board decor pieces as well. And I will be painting these, as beautiful as they are. I will be removing the hearts and then painting these in the silver metallic acrylic paint from the Dollar Tree. So if you care to see how I put this together, then keep on watching. I hope you enjoy. Okay, so to begin, I need to paint my pieces before I can start gluing them together. So I'm going to go ahead and remove these wooden heart pieces, and they very easily come off. You can just place something underneath and apply a little bit of pressure, pushing down, and these will pop right up. And then I will go ahead, remove the stickers on the back of these signs. As well, I'm going to remove the ribbon at the top of the signs, and then I will give everything maybe a couple coats of the silver metallic acrylic paint. So the love signs, I gave them one coat because there was no writing on it, so one covered it well. These ones here, because there was writing, I did give them two coats just to get better coverage. And now I'm going to take these and I'm going to place with the open end facing up. So first, before you glue them on, you're going to want to make sure that the love is going the right way. And then I'm going to glue one with my hot glue and some E6000 glue, one at the bottom, one in the center, and then one at the very top. And then once that's dried, I'm just going to take the other two signs and glue one on each side with the love facing out, and then the front part will be left open. Just flipped it over to its side, and I want to make sure that the end of the sign lines up with the end of the boxes, the decor square boxes. So I'm just going to glue the top in the middle and then just line everything up at the bottom, and then I'll do the same to the other side. Just gone ahead and flipped the piece upside down, and I'm just going to add a little bit of hot glue in these where the pieces join, just to give it a little bit of extra support. Alright, so moving on, I'm going to take my nautical rope and I'm going to be applying this to two areas. The first is going to be at the very top of the lantern. Now, here, just a little tip. What I did is I added my hot glue all the way around just because I wanted to fill in those gaps to make the side or the signs on the side with the decor boxes. I wanted them to be very securely together, so that's why I added that extra glue. But what I did is I took a single glue stick, and while the glue was hot, I just ran it along the top of the box where that glue was. And what it did was it flattened the glue out really nicely, and it gives a really nice clean look. So it doesn't look clumpy or uneven. It almost looks like when you silicone something and you run your finger along it, it gives it a really nice clean finish. But although it doesn't look bad, it is the top of the lantern, and I still do want to cover that up. So I'm going to be hot gluing my nautical rope all around the top of this box. I'm really happy with how that turned out. What I've now decided to do is I'm also going to add the nautical rope on the top inside of this box here, as well as the one at the bottom. I think that if I didn't, it would just not seem complete to me. By adding the nautical rope there, I think it'll carry it through the whole piece and it will just look more finished. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that nautical rope, and then we will move on to the picture frames. Moving on to the picture frames. I already went ahead and I removed the backing and the glass and the metal little spikes that hold the glass in place. At first I was going to leave the glass. I was going to glue it in and place it on the top to resemble a roof. But what I envisioned with this lantern was I wanted the top to be open because I wanted to be able to place flowers at the very top and then have them sticking out of the sides of the roof. So I decided to leave the glass out, and I'm going to remove the other one as well, and then I will butt them up and glue them in the center to form a peak of a roof. I also decided that on the inside of the frame, I'm going to take that nautical rope and then line this inside where the glass was sitting. This way, when I go to glue it on the top, then it's going to glue really strong to the other nautical rope that I placed at the very top. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I should be able to do the very last step, which will just be taking whatever nautical rope that I have left and then looping it around the center to cover this center piece. So not only does this nautical rope give a little bit more of a farmhouse look, but it's also holding everything nicely together as well. So now I'm going to glue the frame, or both frames, to the top of the lantern. So right where I added that nautical rope, I'm going to butt that up to the nautical rope that's here. And then once I have it centered, I'm just going to glue that in place. Then I will do the same thing to the other side, and then I will join them in the center. And then at the very center where the two frames meet, I will just add some more hot glue. So once I have them set up like that, I will just add some hot glue down the center, and that's when I will take the rest of my nautical rope and then just wrap and glue it in the center. So now with the last itty bitty piece of nautical rope I have left, it's not too small, but it'll be just enough to finish this piece off. I'm going to, at the peak, go underneath and glue it in the center. Then I will bring it up to the top, glue that down the center, and then bring it back down and bring it back to the center underneath, cut that off, and then with whatever I have left, I'm just going to loop it through and keep wrapping it until all the nautical rope is wrapped around the top of this piece. Once I have done that, this piece is complete. I will just go ahead and dress it up the way that I will be keeping this in my home, and then I will show you what this piece looks like all complete. I am excited to show you. I absolutely love how this has turned out, and I hope that you do as well. As you can see, I finished my nautical rope. Luckily, I had on hand, well, I do have some more rolls downstairs, but I also had on hand right by me another little piece. Now, if you only want to use one of the nautical ropes, I would just suggest that you estimate, first wrap it around and see how much you have, and then center it, because this would have looked fine had I had it right in the center, but I don't know, I just thought that I would have enough to go a little bit further. I didn't, so luckily I have this piece that I'm just going to join and finish it off. Guys, here is my Dollar Tree barn farmhouse lantern, and I am over the moon with how this has turned out. I absolutely love this lantern so much. So here you can see that I just placed some Dollar Tree items to decorate it. On the inside, I placed the Dollar Tree glass tea light candle jar in the middle and at the bottom. I had forgotten about these wooden hearts that I took off these decor pieces, but at the last minute I just slapped some red paint to cover up the "your" on there, and I just placed them, laid them in front of the candle holders, and I think they look pretty cute there. This one here is the standing tea light candle from the Dollar Tree, and I think it looks really nice in the center of these mini roses. Now the flowers I did get from Dollarama, and I was planning on doing a more elaborate arrangement, but I think this turned out better. Not to have it too over the top. I think sometimes simple is much better, and I just love how it comes out from the front and from the sides of the roof. I'm very happy that I decided to leave the glass out, because not only does do I love the effect of the flowers overflowing from the top of the barn, but it's also a great way to pick this lantern up and carry it around with ease. So that was great, and I'm really happy that I was able to do that. A couple other options, if you didn't want to use this as a lantern, you could definitely use this in a bathroom to hold some extra toilet paper. How adorable would that look? On a makeup table, I'm very curious to know if the organizers from the Dollar Tree that holds your makeup in would fit inside of these decor pieces. I am going to pick some up on the weekend and then see if they fit, because I think that would be a really neat option as well. And then of course in the kitchen, I turn everything into a spice rack. But how beautiful would it be to display some flowers and then also make it functional by housing your spices to look really cute on top of your counter. I think it would look adorable. So that is my Dollar Tree lantern for today. I so hope that you like this. This was actually a thought that I had last year when I seen these signs hauled in the US. Unfortunately, they never made their way here to Canada, but this year they did, and I was so excited when I seen them hanging in my Dollar Tree, and I just knew that I wanted to give this a try, and I am so glad that I did. I really hope that you guys enjoy this DIY. When you find enjoyment out of the videos that I make, then it makes every piece that much more special to me. So if you did enjoy this video, and I really hope you did, please give it a thumbs up, share the video if you can, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. And as always, guys, you take care of yourselves, and I so hope to catch you in my next video.